So, hi, this is a theater and dance company, and I want to speak before you ask something, because I think it's more interesting if you ask what you want to know. So, I just can say that we are a theater and dance company because my personal interest, because I direct the company, it's about the fusion with theater and movement and sometimes puppeteer. And we make shows sometimes to children and the rest for adults, of course. And we give some formation, so theater, dance, music, classes. And now I can shut up and you can ask something if you want.
What is the use of this space? I mean,
Use, yes,
not in this area, not following this.
sorry.
Yeah, only this space, not only this black box.
Yes. So this is our space. So the first part is escritório, office, and there you have a small place to put some things, clothes, and some sceneries, and here it's our rehearsal space, and classes are given here too, and sometimes. Not as many as I want, but sometimes we make here some little presentations with our students, and little open rehearsals and more.
Only professionals, amateurs?
It's a professional company, but for example, the classes is for amateurs. Oh, for professionals too, but the regular classes are for everyone. So if you want, you can come and you have the classes. But the company is a professional company.
How many people are you?
Working every day? Just 2 or 3, it depends. But because we have a spine, with not a spine, it's not a good word, but we are 9. Okay, but really working just 3, and then we start asking for other people to come. For example, today in the next show we are preparing to, we have 3 dancers and 1 musician, and none of them works regularly with the company. We invite them to the specific for that job, for that work. So sometimes we work with the inside people, and other times we invite someone, because it's good to change partners and change people to know new perspectives.
Ou seja,
Sim.
quem fundou esta...
Quem fundou? Isso fui eu mesmo, porque vou tentar deixar para she asked who started this story, and I said myself, because I'm an actor, director play, and theater and dance teacher, sorry. And I like to participate in others' plays, of course, acting or dancing, but I always wanted to make my own pieces. So one day I wake up and I decided, no, today I'm going to make a company and I'm going to start my own work. And it's difficult because Portugal is having some problems, financial problems, and arts are not the most okay, but we are trying and we are making it.
Do you work in partnership with other
yes,
organizations?
Yes, for example, Visões Úteis, but it depends about the work we want to do. And sometimes the partnership can be just with, for example, giving us the space to make the premiere, premiere estreia.
The opening. The opening?
The opening, yes. or for example with some costumes or some, yes, it depends about what we want to do. We try not to close ourselves and to open to other partners' perspective.
And what will be the next show?
For children, again, because the last one was for children. It's a mistake of mine because I can bring some photos. The first show I made for children, I concepted. It was in like last year, and we are already we continue selling them and going all over the country, and I really enjoy it. So I said, okay, now I want to try a second time to do it. A little bit different, because the first one was just with the actress and a musician, saxophonist, and now I wanted to try with 3 dancers, actresses, and with another musician with guitars and computer effects and blah blah blah. And it's different, but I wanted to try a new kind of magic for children, because I like the idea of the lights and the magic and illusionism and Alice in Wonderland. Yes, and so I'm trying to do it again better.
So you perform usually in theaters or in public spaces?
It depends. Okay, it depends. No. Our first three works are just in theaters, but yes, we made a different kind of work that we can make in the street, in the site-specific, because it's a work that I like. And our next project, not that one about the children, but the next one we are preparing to. It's going to be with the community, with a specific part of the community in Porto. And the next one, I wanted to try just in 6 different places in Porto and Gaia. 3 in Porto, 3 in Gaia, site-specific works.
Simultaneous?
Yes. Thank you. And for example, one with 1 actor, and the other one with 5, and it's like a trilogy, and you can go see that mixed and around the city in very specific places, and that I want to explore.
In the morning, I don't know if it was clear for all, because of the workshop that we had in the morning, it was meant to be site-specific, all about it. And we only had the last exercise were a little more site-specific. The idea of site-specific, it's really about that, so site-specific. It means probably that the play will not be able to be performed at least as the same if you change places. So when you start thinking about the show, the play, you must think about the space first. If it is going to be inside, if it's going to be outside.
The startup, it's the space. For example, a site-specific here, I will start thinking about this room. Okay, and it's here. If you go to the grocery shop, you're going to start to work thinking you are in the grocery shop, and it begins there.
Yeah. Because I just don't know if it was very clear for all of it. So because you choose a place and to perform, but probably you could do the same performing in another place if you had the same props. So it was not the space was not that significant, because if you had the same props to use, you could do it in some other place.
Yes, for example, it's different if I like the extreme things. So, for example, if you do it in a marca frigorífica,
Oh, in a freezer.
Yes, the freezer.
In
It's different. And if
a huge
you,
one.
If you go to a bathtub, for example, but there are places where you can do something, a theater or a performance, that's specific performance. Yes, and if, for example, you can go to a building and you choose 5 different places, the kitchen, in the freezer. You go to toilet, in the bathtub, and you can make 5 things happen in completely different things. But if you put that the bathtub thing in the freezer thing, it's not going to. You can transform, but it's different. You really create for the place.
So also the script for the place and everything regarding the place, or you take something that's already written, for example, and adapt it to the place where you're going to play.
You can choose. It's your own choice. But
I mean, how you usually want.
yes, I understand. But we don't have like 10 monuments, So I always do like this. No, sometimes, for example, if you are in Guimarães and you invite us to do a site-specific thing for a museum with a theme, for example, we're going to start a thing in a different way. But if I have the liberty to choose, okay, I want to go to the main room of the hotel, for example. No, it's different. It's the concept starts in a different way. I don't know if I'm being clear.
That's like if you made, let's say, the same play for 2 different sites and you change that regarding the site.
Yes, or you can. Yes, but sometimes you can choose the play first. But I usually do the opposite. If it's for me, if it's site specific, it's site specific. So you start choosing the place, or being. If you can choose, if someone asks you to go to the place, and then you start to choose the play. If it's a play, because you can do a different thing. You start to choose the text or the video or whatever. And then you have a piece. And no, and not the opposite, that you choose the text first and then the place. No. For me, site specific, it's really site specific. It's the same of land art, for example. Land art, you choose a place where you can, or where you want to transform and create something, and you go there. Okay, you can make the concept first, but it's in that place. It's different if you put something in the beach or in the forest, for example. I don't know if I'm being very clear, but if I'm not,
Yes.
you can tell me. You say stop.
And you did work already with the community, open this to the...
Yes, but yes and no. Yes, personally, yes. The company, not yet. I usually do things with the community. For example, today I arrived from Lisbon because I was working with a choreographer, and for the last 4 months we are doing a play with children from Lisbon and from Estarreja, 2 different classes. The children of Lisbon have made the music for the show, and the children from Estarreja have done the movement, the dance part, and then we put all together and we have made the.
But only cultural work, or with some goal? Imagine health promotion or.
Oh no, not yet. No, I not. I just I just did it once, but just as an actor, not about the company. In 2005, I think, for the city, because the city hall wanted to promote type of learning about new ways to keep the streets clean and dog things, and we made with Vittorio Porto. He had made, not me, he had made, because I was just an actor, a full campaign, and we have done like 1 week, 2 shows per day in all different places in the city to alert the community to the different rules and blah blah blah.
So it's more cultural skills promotion and
Yes, no, because art, it's a very good way
Yes.
to transform the mentality.
yes,
To
yes, you
do
can-
things, of course. So, if, for example, if you have children from very bad neighborhoods, for example, and they just know the streets and bad things, you can show them different ways to live and to be happy.
promote skills with culture.
Yes,
With the-
of course.
Yes.
Because they are starting more thinking more about things and to see that life is not just going to the streets and do bad things and sometimes, few times, but sometimes you can really transform the life of.
And see the difference.
Yes, yes. And then, for example, you start with them with 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, and one day they are 15 and 16, and they are
Okay.
starting to dance, for example,
Okay.
or to go to the theater, and they are dancers later when they are adults, and it's nice. Very nice.
How old the other members were with you?
They are so we are very young. All of us. Just one that is a little bit older, but is a very known and interesting director and teacher. And I personally invited them to make part of this project. Roberto Marino, I don't know if you know him. Yes.
He's director in the ESAP,
Yes, the theater.
the theater. ESAP, we also didn't go there. We have, well, 2 artist schools in Porto. One, the ESMA.
3, 4.
Yeah,
4. Ballet Teatro,
Ballet Teatro,
Academia Contemporânea de Espetáculo,
Yeah.
ESAP e
Yeah,
ESMA.
yes. I was referring in the
Yes,
as a university, Ballet Teatro, and the academy are. You came out with the 12th grade, and then you can go to ESAP or ESMAI. ESMAI is the one that owns the factory. We were today a little bit. ESAP, it's a private one. ESMAI is public. ESAP is a private one. It started in the beginning as the roots are the Harvard cooperative, and then in the 50s, 60s, created by a group of artists. Then they got money and create a school as up, and so they have a theater degree, and Robert Marino is the director of this. And he's from Chile, right? He's not Portuguese, he's from Chile.
And it's very good.
So, because my other question was if you are all Portuguese, but
No.
so you have one Chile guy.
Roberto Marino from Chile.
You have one Chile, no. So, I think they are all tired after 7 days. I don't know if you want to.
No, I just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
And
If
we also.
one day we go to the place that we live, I hope to see you there. Really. And then, hey, hello, remember me? No. Oh, but one day I was there. And I would like to do it.
If you come to Gondomar, I will see you too.
Okay. I'm trying to go to Gondomar.
Gondomar?
Really, with the piece and with the workshop.
Where?
Very soon. No, I'm trying. No, I'm
Okay, just try.
No,
Okay.
I don't want to talk about it. But
But
the library.
talk to Mariana. She's a very good friend of Valentin Loureiro. So.
No, I don't like politics.
Okay, so thank you for hosting us this moment. I think it was a nice end to end a nice way to end the program activities. And now we're going to have our farewell dinner, have fun and drink and eat.
It's a little French girl.
We're gonna eat a little French girl. So Delphine, you have to.
Yes,